The love that I have for Texas A&M is just feeling so much a part of the school. There's always people there to support you, that you've got a friend no matter what.
Hey Mom, I'm gonna be in this band one day.
When I started thinking about college, I had one goal in mind, and that was my parents will not pay for my schooling. That was my goal and that was my vision, starting in the 10th grade.
There's a lot of kids out there who are going to make good Aggies, and we ought to give them a chance. And I've donated to the association for the last 48 years.
The association, because they support so many different things and they are involved, as a student, you feel like you have somebody in your corner.
Erin was so in awe, all of the hard work that went into that ring. She said, Dad, no Aggie should graduate without a ring.
She was incredibly passionate about giving Aggies their Aggie rings, especially ones who couldn't afford it themselves.
Texas A&M, remembering my grandfather, reminds me that we are all one family and come from the same mold.
It's an honor to host mustard, and it's something I'm supposed to do as an Aggie.
Wait a minute, we're gonna be on a plane mustard time, we gotta do something. We'll bring the mustard to us.
And he says, I wanna have mustard on a plane. By golly, I wasn't gonna let him miss a muster, so.
On this flight, we're gonna have a brief ceremony. It's called Aggie Muster.
Bailey did a beautiful job, and it was very moving, and
friends such as they.
It was just perfect.
This is a chance to get back together with Aggs. This is home for everybody.
Texas A&M gave me something that the other schools didn't, and that's the chance to complete that goal of not allowing my parents to have to pay for my school because of the generosity of the former students.
All of our traditions that are well known, the one that sometimes gets passed over and just taken for granted is perhaps the greatest, and that's Aggies helping Aggies.
Hurricane Harvey barreling into the Texas coastline.
And it was just shock.
When I heard that the Bowman A&M Club wanted to do something for the victims of Harvey in our area, I was just amazed. I said, I never thought about an alumni association getting involved in that kind of work.
We Aggies always take care of each other when and where we can. That's what being an Aggie is all about and what makes Texas A&M stand out from the rest. Hang in there and gig 'em.
Alfredo's family has never seen him march live at Kyle Field. With the help of the Association of Former Students, we're going to end that today. Alfredo's family is here with us.
Texas A&M University and the Association of Former Students has helped us through this time of loss where we wouldn't be where we are today had it not been for that support.
You've given to an endowment that will forever give on Erin's behalf, and she will be able to live longer than the rest of us.
It means everything to us because we know that it would mean so much to her and that she'll be helping Aggies throughout the years to come.
I'd want to give a student the chance to do something they want to do. And the association, I know, gave a lot of my friends the ability to go forward and to actually pick the major they wanted, do the studies they wanted to do. A&M gave me, I guess, a sense of hope that I can do anything I want.
Texas A&M was without a doubt the best decision I've made in my life.
To the Association of Former Students, I don't know how much I can thank you enough for giving me hope that for anything that goes wrong, something good is going to happen out of it. It's always going to come out with a smile on someone else's face.
Howdy, my name is Tori Lemons, class of 21, and I'm a student assistant here at the Association of Former Students. In an effort to continue engaging with the Aggie Network, we're launching our virtual music series taking place every Monday night in October, beginning tonight. We will be featuring Aggie musicians showcasing their talents from their own home. So tonight, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show from Mike, Ethan Messick, class of 98.
Well, hey everybody. Welcome to my office here at the house in New Braunfels. My name's Mike Ethan Messick, and I was asked to do this and gladly accepted. Class of 98, for what it's worth, a gig of Aggies, and now I get to sing a few to you. So this is one off of a record that I put out back in 2017, my most recent one. The record was called How Close We Came, and the song is called What It Is. And there's a couple of cliches in it, but that's okay because in the song it actually says it's a bit of a cliche, so it cancels itself out. Yes, she was less than a wife, more than a mistress. That girl used to love me like nobody's business. She'd get off at 9 and then at midnight and a quarter till 3. It is what it is, but I remember what it used to be. Yeah, we were two for the road, two for the ages, two for the books, for the romantic pages, where the love's rough and reckless. Think about it so tenderly. It is what it is, but I remember what it used to be. And I know that I can't stop time, can't even delay it. It's no cliche, it kinda kills me to say it, but a day like today's got nothing on my memories. It is what it is, but I remember what it used to be. Yeah, we used to climb water towers just to take in the town before the powers that be sold us out, shut us down, took the money and ran, and sent the good jobs overseas. It is what it is, but I remember what it used to be. And now there's boards in the windows, the stores are all closed. I'm haunted by people who just gave up the ghost. Yeah, the old and the poor and the proud were the last ones to leave. It is what it is, but I remember what it used to be. And I know that I can't stop time, can't even delay it. It's no cliche, it kinda kills me to say it, but a day like today's got nothing on my memories. It is what it is, but I remember what it used to be. Yes, and how about round for my friends who never wanna see them here, who don't wanna think about just how long we've been here, how long is too long, but that's still a mystery to me. It is what it is, but I remember. Said it is what it is, but I remember. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is, but I remember what it used to be. So I don't always beat on it like that. Sometimes I do. Here's one that I wrote while I was still happily living there in College Station. I think it was after I graduated. I wasn't in any rush to get out of there. I was still living like a college student, except for with a job and sometimes even a band. You can imagine how much fun that was. But It's kind of more about the Houston area where I grew up, this song in particular. I'm from Baytown, Texas, class of '94, Lee High School. Called Teaspoonful of Gravel. It's me against the morning, headed east against the burning, sheltered only by the cheap gas station shades. In misery I've given, in 30 years of living, Iowa City's paid me back in space. Back in hearts and clubs and diamonds, sad luck and sad timing in the land, debts unpaid, love undone. Put the guitar in the backseat, take the flyers down on Main Street. The song can sing itself after I'm gone. If there's a tragedy in loving, there's a comedy in losing, there's a mystery in life that I can't solve, can't contain, can't control. And every mile I travel, just a teaspoonful of gravel, in the Grand Canyon running through my soul. Yeah, well, I feel peaceful with my maker. I don't fear the undertaker, yeah, and I don't sweat the latest front page scares. And the only thing that sets me reading is the thought of once more feeling the way that I felt walking down your stairs. All empty down the center of the thermometer in the winter with mercury soaking through my shoes. Yeah, put my foot down on the pedal, flows like water across the metal, puts some distance in between me and my blues. If there's a tragedy in loving, there's a comedy in losing, there's a mystery in life that I can't solve, can't contain, can't control. And every mile I travel, just a teaspoonful of gravel, in the Grand Canyon running through my soul. Yeah, well, every mile I travel, just a teaspoonful of gravel, in the Grand Canyon running through my soul. Can't have a Houston song without the Grand Canyon, right? Be a hell of a postcard. Somebody took a tuning break, right? I tune because I care. I care because you matter. So I got a little story for you, Aggs. Whenever I first moved out of College Station, finally, it took me a while. It was for the best of reasons. It was to be closer to the girl that I ended up marrying and I'm still married to. Hey, Cody. But anyhow, I moved to Austin, Texas, of all places, and then eased my way on down to Buda when I realized we couldn't afford a house in Austin. And then I eased one step further down to New Braunfels about 5 or 6 years later. And so here I am in my presumed forever home. And 3 miles down the road or so, there's a bar called Riley's Tavern. But I've been treating it like my neighborhood bar, ever since I was still living in Austin, I think. And I've been playing there about an average of once a month for going on 9 years now. And you get sort of accustomed to what you're doing up there on stage. You know, it's usually either Whiskey Wednesdays or Thirsty Thursdays, depending on what we're doing that particular year. And you get used to singing some of the same songs in the same place to a lot of the same people. Sometimes you can kind of tune out, and believe it or not, you can write a song while you're singing another song on a stage in front of folks. And so that's what I did with this one. It's called Blue on Blue. Yeah, you're looking like a rose with just a couple petals torn. That losing in love makes you wish you wasn't born. Ooh, got a drink to see you through. place is kinda shady, but it's got a lot of soul. Never charged us cover, baby, sure does take a toll. Ooh, blue on blue. Yeah, we've got lovers making memories and strangers making moves. Losers laying low until the sorry looking bruise. Ooh, then there's me and you, and you're holding on to might have been some broken used to be. The situation's gravity just knocks you to your knees. Ooh, blue on blue. And I know I ain't your first choice, and maybe it's the last call. Something about it just seems right. Even if I don't attract you, at least I might distract you from the feeling that you'll feel it tonight. Yeah, you told yourself at 17 you'd be the kind of girl who walks a straight and narrow in a wide and crooked world. Ooh, that's so hard to do. And I told her 7 years ago I'd never leave her side. 3 weeks ago she told me, babe, I'm sorry, but I tried. Ooh, blue on blue. Here's something about me now. Well, I like vintage Gary Stewart songs and lazy summer days. I'd risk a dozen leaving for the one that finally stays. Ooh, 'cause she just wants to. Yeah, we're all tangled up in something, be it death or doubt and woe. Tangled up in love is just a better way to go. Ooh, blue on blue. And I know I ain't your first choice, and baby, it's the last call. Something about it just seems right. Even if I don't attract you, at least I might distract you from the feeling that you feel it tonight. Yeah, this place is kinda shady, but it's got a lot of soul. Never charge a cover, man, but baby, it takes a toll. Ooh, blue on blue. So here's another hopeful one. Hopeful ain't always upbeat. Sometimes hope moves slow. That's all right. This song is one that I wrote. It's not on any records yet, but you know, give me time. Won't be in a pandemic forever, right? It's called Firefly. And you know, Firefly, one of the Aggie songwriter friends that I hooked up with there around town was Gabe Wooton, who's still out there making music, living down in Galveston, Texas. And his most popular song, well, for the time being, let's wait till that record comes out, but a fellow Aggie musician, our buddy Rich O'Toole, put it out on a record and got it out there, and it became everybody's favorite Gabe Wooton song, even if it wasn't already. It's called the Cricket Song, and it's hard to write a song about bugs because there's only so many bugs that people are actually glad to come across. You know, you got ladybugs and butterflies, and then the list kind of starts to fall apart. Perhaps it's obvious I was not an entomology major, but I needed to close that insect gap, so I wrote my own song about fireflies. It's about a guy who is so optimistic that not only does he think he's going to win his old girlfriend back, but he also thinks that's a good idea. Well, fireflies got nothing on me, baby. I've been known to burn my candle at both ends, rolling deep into the night, flying low but shining bright. And if you catch me in a bottle, we'll make friends. There's no need to light a lantern up to find me. You just step out on your lawn and watch me glow. And if you let me in your door, like way back once before, maybe this time, baby, you won't let me go. Yeah, the ice cream man's got nothing on me, darling. I drove all the way across town to make you smile, try to sell you something sweet, but I just melt right at your feet. Yeah, I guess that hide and bother has never been my style. And I got no jingle jangle chime up on my roof, babe. Just listen for my roll down window radio. And if you let me in your door, like way back once before, maybe this time, baby, you won't let me go. And thoughts about what might have been still haunt me. Like what's a sound, just one hand applause. And there's even half a chance that you still want me. Babe, I'm used to worse than 50-50 odds. I'm used to way much worse than 50-50 odds. Well, the picture frame's got nothing on me, darling. I can show you things the way they used to be. We can focus on the best, just disregard the rest. Around the edge, do you see what you want to see? And you don't even need a nail to hang me up, babe. I'm so hung up on you still, you just don't know. And if you let me in your door, like way back once before, maybe this time, baby, you won't let me go. If you let me in your door, like way back once before, maybe this time, baby, you won't let me go. Firefly, folks. It's not even really about bugs. Just like this one's not really about cars. My friend John Ditforth, one of my old roommates, one of my old bandmates, still a good buddy of mine. He called me back before texting was really a thing when I was living there in College Station. He called me up and he was like, hey, did you hear they quit making Oldsmobiles this week? I was like, no, I didn't hear that. Why are you telling me that right now, John? It's like, well, you're a songwriter, man. You figure it out. So I did. It didn't take me too long. Pieced this one together, and it's about a fear of disappearing. On more than half the things I shell. Yeah, make it sing an ocean song. How could you take a broken man up on the promises that he let slide? Could we forget about the times that I failed? Think about the times that I've tried. I don't want to be an Oldsmobile. I don't want to be a dinosaur. I don't want to be yesterday that you never see around no more. I can stare up late in the bedroom window. Used to be my bedroom window too. I can stand out in the rain with my face against the pane. Make these broken things all feel brand new. I don't want to be an Oldsmobile. I don't want to be a dinosaur. I don't want to be yesterday that you never see around no more. I don't want to be an Oldsmobile. And Oldsmobiles are pretty durable, so I think now, 20 years or so after I wrote that song, the emotional significance of it might actually kick in. And so, speaking of things that are on folks' mind right now, I mean, obviously we're dealing with COVID. That is no fun. I've been spending even more time at home as usual lately. My kids are about to bounce off the walls, bounce them into the swimming pool once in a while, or out into the yard or what have you. You know, we're doing the best we can with it. I'm very fortunate to still be working, but I know some folks are not so fortunate right now. They're either in a bit of a slowdown or out of work entirely. So this is a song about somebody like that who's trying to make the best out of some bad luck. For this dude, it's maybe a bit of a choice, but a lot of folks out there that don't have the choice right now. So I know some musicians are doing some stuff online and looking for tips and all that, trying to supplement their income. I never quit my day job, so I'm okay. If you got some tips to hand out, I'd say take a bag of food or a little handful of cash down to your local food bank, because there's some folks that could use a leg up right now. This song's about some dude that just wanted something else that we kind of take for granted. It's a nice, clean, soft bed to sleep in at night. It's called Cool White Linen. Yeah, $30 ain't much if you're making decent money, but you rarely see me holding 10, much less 15 or 20. But today I found some mercy, though it felt a bit like pity. Raked $5 worth of leaves. Some kind lady tipped me 50. This old motel room ain't bad, it's just cheap. Come on, cool white linen, if you sleep. Yeah, that 30-year-old Chrysler, she was 15 when I bought her from a mad old man who said I'm taking anything that's offered. We were working in West Memphis. He was dying from a tumor, singing everything must go, save for my twisted sense of humor. Now I sleep in that car 9 nights out of 10. Come on, cool white linen, take me in. Yeah, you know I grew up west of Houston with my grandma Rachel Finley. I don't recall a dad at all, mama only dimly. Intentions kind of Christian, though her flesh was weak and weary. I'm sure I've let her down, bless her heart, I love her dearly. Pray what's left of my older Aggie soul to keep. Come on, cool white linen, let me sleep. love. I had a girl and soon a daughter. I was grown but none wiser, just a 19-year-old father. And the good jobs would not hire, so I signed on with the Navy. I said it ain't in your blood, son, you ain't brave, just kinda crazy. Might have held it all together if they'd stayed. Come on, cool white linen, let them fade. Hell, I've dug graves and I've hung drywall. I rode trains and worked on barges, spent winters cutting timber. I've spent summers picking oranges, just to pay for my next passage, just to rub two coins together. But I never loved one place so thing enough to stay forever. But I'll stay right here till my time's expired. Come on, cool white linen, Lord, I'm tired. I stepped on patches of sweet clover, hot benches in the city, slept on parking garage landings, back alleys drunk on whiskey. Now and then beside kind of women, not as often as I wish to. I'm worth having, not worth holding. She'd say drift, go on, drift through, and if I drift off, good this time, alright. Come on, cool white linen, say good night, say good night. $30 ain't much if you're making decent money, but you rarely see me holding 10, much less 15 or 20. And this old motel room ain't bad, it's just cheap. Come on, cool white linen, let me sleep. Alright, Giga Mags, thanks for listening. Y'all look out for each other and everybody else too.
A big thank you to Mike for tonight's great performance, as well as a thank you to our donors for making events like this possible. We hope you enjoyed the first episode of our Monday Music series, and you can head over to our Facebook page for more information on our upcoming lineup for the rest of October. Thanks and gig 'em.